Hi, Professor. I watched the Andy Warhol's video, and here are my marketing lessons from Andy Warhol. The first is, if you want to stand out in the marketplace, you have to create radical changes. To be specific, because for centuries, masterpieces were all about landscapes, portraits, and still subjects. And although beautiful as they are, they continued to be in that way for centuries, and until abstract artists started to changing the status quo. And then in the 1960s, things took a sharp left turn because of Andy Warhol. He began to create pop art and using soup cans, Coca-Cola, celebrities, and newspaper as his art sources. And another lesson is you have to be both revolutionary and controversial in a way in branding. Thanks to Andy Warhol's art of branding, he really put a lot of thoughts in his own way of dressing every day, and his way to create his art, and it's very consistent all his life, and that's really made public started to embrace his art. And it's amazing that Andy Warhol started to use integrated marketing in 1960s, because he really know how to work on different platforms to use PR, and that's really helped him to achieve a great degree of success. And the second question is about creating a survey for a company. So I use Amazon restaurants as an example, and I use RF model to create the survey in 3 questions. And the Amazon restaurants is Amazon's new service on food delivery. It's targeted on Amazon's Prime users, so those Prime users could access the Amazon app to order food, and it started in several cities in United States, and because they already have the email account of their Prime users, so they can do the email marketing, and they can use the survey to decide which group of people they should they send more email, and which should send less, and so on and so forth. So the first question is about the recency, and I asked I did it in this way. So the first question I asked, when was the last time you ordered food from order food delivery on a mobile app? And I have four choices. The first one is never, which got point of 0, and the second is 1 month ago, it's 10 point. Within 1 week is 20 point, and within 3 days got 13 point. And for the frequency is, how often do you order food delivery on a mobile app? The first is never, and 0 point. Twice a month got 10 points. Twice per week got 20 points, and every day got 13 points. In the monetary question, I asked, how much do you usually spend on pre-order? The first is never, is 0 point. $10 to $20 is $10 $12 and $20 to $13 is 20 point, and bigger than $13 is 13 point. I looked at Yelp to get the price difference. So most of the price varies from minimum $10 delivery to most of them are $20, $13, and some of them are more expensive. So I divided into those 4 groups, and this is my RF model rationale. So I have 3 score group of people. The first one is 10 to 13 points, the second is 13 to 16 points, and the last one is 16 to 19 points. And I do email delivery. Most email I will send to those who get higher scores, the group of people who got 16 to 19 points, and then it's less email on those who got 13 to 16 points, and the most few email on those who get 0 to 13 points. The reason behind it is because I think Amazon really would want to have their first users to change from different or food delivery app on Amazon, so they would really want to get those frequent users at first. So they were most targeted on those who order foods delivery very often. And the third question is about visualization of our class. So in terms of gender, we have 98% of our class are female and 15% of our class are male. And in terms of geography, we have 68% of our class come from China, and 16% of our class come from Taiwan, and in United States, UAE, and India, we all have 5% of our class come from those countries separately. And in terms of age group, those who are less than 22 years old, we have 6 people, and we have 9 people are 22 to 25 years old, and we also have 5 people who are more than 25 years old. And for the fourth question, should the company keep the frequent flyers program or abandon it? So if I'm a market analyst, I would suggest to keep it, because the company already have a huge loyal customer base. Abandon the program would take the risk of losing most of their customers, and it's really the company's point of differentiation, and it would do harm to their brand as well. And but since it's cost so much money of that company, I came up a way to improve the program in order to reduce their cost. So I think the airplane company could cooperate with a bank, and so if customers use that bank to purchase the tickets, they would accumulate miles, and so I think it's would be win-win for both the bank and the airplane company, because it can encourage users to sign up for a credit card of that bank and use them to buy airplane tickets as much as possible. So if I am a customer, the biggest impact of the cancellation of the program would be, I think I would change the airplane company anytime based on my different preferences. So if I want to just have the cheapest flight ticket, I would just search on Google Flight to get the cheapest one. And if I want to have a great customer service with my family, like for a trip, I would look for a airplane company who has the best service. And that's my answers to all the questions. Thank you.